Trigo na área, e o jogo que a gente vai conhecer hoje aí é o Bastion. Cara, esse é um joguinho que o pessoal fala muito bem. Um espanholzinho aqui. Vambora, né? Vambora. Normal mod. No Switch Mode. Comece um novo game com ilimitadas chances. Eu acho que esse daqui é o o Very Easy, é isso? Para less. Eu acho que esse aqui é o mais facinho. Vamos colocar porque
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
Você vai andando, o cenário vai se formando, né? Enquanto nenhum botão que eu apertei ele fez nada, ele só caminhou. Temos aqui alguma coisa, mas ele não interage.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road.
Ah, agora sim.
Touching reunion. Quebrar esse negócio. Ele quebra. Quando ele invade, ele quebra as coisas. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Ai, meu Deus.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him though.
Tô quebrando as coisas, querendo pegar algo, mas por enquanto. Isso aqui tem cara de caixinha aqui. Acho que deu, né? Deu.
Kid just rages for a while.
Ah, sim, tem vários itens. O que esses itens que eu tô pegando aqui fazem, não sei.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still
Mais uma
to spin
coisa.
up the chamber.
Acho que é aqueles negocinhos ali que eu ganhei. Essa rosquinha aqui não dá pra quebrar. Opa, tem esse negócio ali que no princípio inalcançável.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Quebrou.
A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view. Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
Então tá, né? Y cura, o X solta o negocinho, o
He
A
sets foot inside
esquiva
one
e o
of
B ataca.
Zelandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Them windbags are playing for keeps. Kid sees the way to the bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Ai não, tomei sem querer. X, o window ou a janela, né?
Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here.
Acho que eu devia ter saído pela porta, ter enchido meu cantil naquela água lá.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
Vem por aqui, tem um caminho. Tem um caminho por aqui.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. Finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
Sinal. Chegaria, sinal.
And then he falls to his death.
Cai, pensei que não caía.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Vou botar isso aqui pra rir. Acho que nós vamos deixar essa aqui. Não, não é essa. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Acho eu que subiu minha vida um pouquinho, acho. Bora.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Caminho pra cá.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them though.
Cara, eu não tô entendendo nada porque ou eu jogo ou eu...
Ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real.
Eu jogo. Ai. Meu inglês já é meia boca, ainda o cara falando enquanto a gente joga, né?
Kid better watch his step.
Caí dessa porcaria.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Robs a scumbag of his last name.
Vai caindo. Ah, para que ele vai quebrando o chão. Não, irmão.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Não sei se isso aqui é experiência ou é o negócio que eu jogo, né? Pra cá continua não indo. Foi difícil.
He
Cara,
finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
bora, bora.
See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat.
O negócio aqui, mas nós conseguimos se mandar.
Kid just keeps running.
Mano,
At last, the skyway is in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go.
acho que é mais fácil assim, né? Se manda, vai embora. O chão tá desabando,
Now the
monte de
kid
boneco.
sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive?
Esta coisa linda. E aí?
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right, except no one else showed up. Ain't always much to say.
Ele não tá nem batendo, tá?
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Ou seja, joguei caminhos diferentes, né? Acho que é isso. Cada lugar de vai me liberar um caminho.
Kid ponders what to build.
Ah, ele pode me mandar para algum lugar. Tá? É um portal da onde eu vim.
The Bastion ain't gonna build it itself. Well, not entirely.
Não é ali? Eu não entendi. É num buraco desse daqui. Oh. Entendi, camarada. São os lugares onde já fui. Vou ter que ir lá de novo dar uma olhada. Ah!
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Mirror Shield.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
Entendi. Podia botar uma das duas coisas aqui e botei aquilo ali, tá?
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Minha base. O que será que é isso aqui? Não entendi mais.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Tá certo. No lugar certo sem querer
Core
dentro.
down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. He heads for the biggest dump in town.
Abre pra todo lado que eu for, abre.
Scumbag alley.
É isso? Putz, cara, agora pra tudo quanto é lugar que eu for, abre.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Putz, e agora? Nem ideia pra onde ir agora.
Some scumbags still feeding off the city's own trash.
Tava me tirando a vida aí, quando pisa nesse negócio azul. Pô, os caras também sacana, bota o negócio da cor do cenário, pô.
The oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Said old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. No core.
Caminho já foi.
Surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
Caminho já foi, beleza.
ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
E? Fala, volta.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
Bem melhor, hein? Bem mais legal.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. No white gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
Opa, cheguei numa área grande agora. Agora será que eu deveria deixar essa área aqui pro final e primeiro lá da madeira?
Somehow that old forge is still standing.
Loja.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
O que eu posso fazer aqui? Select upgrade. Ah, um desses dois aqui.
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Vamos botar os dois? Ah, tá, esse não dá. Mais 2 target de penetração pro chute.
With a good length of Miska, that bow's like new again.
Martelo, será que eu vou evoluir ele também por enquanto?
Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
Gostei tudo que eu tinha e o que não tinha.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again. Never much cared for that big wide grin of his.
Tá, então agora é por aqui mesmo.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
Isso, cara, deixa eu pelo menos me levantar, pode ser?
Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful at a pinch. And now there's a new marshal in town.
Ih, bicho, tô apaixonado por mim, que isso? Ficou apaixonado por mim, não disso?
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
Ah, eu que chamei isso aí. Não sei o que isso aí faz, mas tá. E agora? Não vai realmente nada por aqui? Vou voltar, né? Ver se não abriu nada diferente. Ah. Voltamos.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Galera, esqueci completamente de fazer uma coisa. Só um segundo aí. Só um segundo, só um segundo. Tem que mandar um treco aqui pra internet.
The windbags used to be all right. Then the calamity took the floor out from bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
Beleza, só que tá aí agora. Agora já falei com o cara.
Sometimes a single look says it all. Kid ain't finished here. Kid does it again. There he decides what we build next.
Forja ou destilaria?
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was
Disparou
out.
outro lugar. Opa. Ah, agora eu posso escolher dois caminhos. Esse aqui? Será que esse aqui também poderia ir? Então vamos dar uma espiada nesse outro lugar aqui.
The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets and the fewest shots. He's focused, he's armed, and he's off. Perfect shot just happens in a flash. Kid ain't done bad at all.
Ganhamos mais alguma coisinha ali.
You
E a gente tinha
return
que atirar da
with some
maneira
of
que
the
pegasse
materials
mais
we
coisas.
need.
Eu posso fazer de novo? Vou tentar fazer outro? Tentar ver se eu pego outro
Kid ain't had
material.
enough of the breaker's barracks.
Posso. O que eu vou fazer? Eu vou fazer assim, ó.
Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
Não, vou tirar de ti. Não deu nada. Não deu nada, me ferrei. Ó, ganhei outra coisa aqui. Ah, não. Simplesmente volta, tá? Ah, faltou um ali. Não? Não. Então já era, desisti, pronto. Então desisti. Achei que ia de repente conseguir, mas já não deu, já. Vou fazer um último mundinho desse aqui pra dar pra bola, né? Vamos aqui pra baixo mesmo, não vou nem pensar. Pronto. Skills secretas são poderosas, mas requerem o uso daquele frasco ali.
In better days,
Viram, galera? Meu
the
inglês do
bottom
Paraguai.
seal tighter than the skin on the squirt.
Meu inglês do Paraguai ainda serve pra alguma coisinha. O problema é que o meu inglês é muito
Of all
ruim,
the
né, cara? Daí
plans to
fica.
survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
Ai!
Blasted things hurt like a
Tem
broken
um espinho
heart.
aqui. Ah, ali um barco. A gente pega, né? Oh, caramba!
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. core stuck inside one of those fancy cages. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that beetle.
O cara vai possuindo os outros, meu bichinho. Pô, legal o teste especial aí.
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30, hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene, I'm sure. Moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done.
Cauda de investigação. Diga.
He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Agora eu vou lá em cima, eu vou aqui nesse barco. Vou nesse barco. Cada vez que a gente leva aquele negocinho lá pra nossa terra lá, a gente abre um. Ó. A gente vai abrir um negócio novo.
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
Destilaria.
Makes time to
Nossa, da
sample
destilaria
spirits
que eu nem
from
sei.
my personal supply.
Nem sei o que eu...
Dread rum's brewed from swamp weeds, so its effect is as bold as its flavor.
Opa.
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
Quase que eu caí.
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Celandia. It was good living here for a while.
Meu arsenal aqui, se alguém mais alguma coisa diferente. Não, continua as mesmas coisas, né? Ah, ele mudou meu negócio aqui. É por isso que não tava dando trip em mim, né? Não, gostei desse bicho aqui, ó. Esse bichinho aí eu achei legal pra caramba. A gente vai botando os inimigos tudo junto com a gente, pô.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing arms.
Não morre mesmo tirando assim. Ah, morre. E os pedaços eu não consigo ir.
Place gets awful slick
Aí.
sometimes.
Putz. Pô, palhaçada isso aqui, pô. Sério, senhor, foi com essa palhaçada aí? Ó.
Still others use the place to test their finest blades. Slippery little devils.
Esse detalhe aqui. Falta um? Cadê?
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
espada, hein? Me ferrei.
Kid comes
Me
back.
lembrei daquele negócio que joga a espada.
Smelling good and ripe.
Vamos para mais um mundo. Fazer o último mundo ali, né? Achei que ia ser um joguinho melhor de conquista, hein?
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then... somebody gets to the core before the kid. The floor starts giving way under the lighter's step. A single panic squirt can bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for them. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up. Quick and careful is the only way to go.
O cara seja enganado, né?
See,
Vambora.
that path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Not so much for noise and tomfoolery. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them. Them gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. It's wise to toss those things plenty far away.
Agora eu posso ir ali, provavelmente deve ser o final da minha fase, né? Boa!
In all this toil,
Passamos.
kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity? So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
E agora? Voltamos, aqui não temos nada.
Ah, come on,
Assim
give the
com
little
ele.
tiger a break.
Opa! Ah, eu tenho que encontrar uma nova arma pra isso. Tá. Critical hit. Blades. Pra arremessar.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
Isso aqui, cara.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
E aí? Acho que deu pra bola, né? Menos que abriu, será que abriu? Ah, abriu realmente, abriu um teste da outra arma aqui, ó. Vamos fazer o teste da outra arma.
No place better than Trapper Shingle for learning to tread light and shoot straight. Trappers had to tread real carefully, or else take a nasty fall. They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor.
Pegamos a arma. E agora?
Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right. Most trappers couldn't get through.
Ai, caí!
Scrapes.
Ai, que...
Expert trappers got something extra to give them an edge.
Ah, mas já era, ganhei o negócio. Tá ótimo, vai. Certo, tudo certo. Tudo certo. Ah, eu esqueço que tem um escudo. Nem lembrei mais que tinha um escudo.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little
No último
else
lugar. Umas piadas na forja só pra rir.
That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Apesar de que eu não tô usando essa arma, né, cara? Será que ela não vai ficar selecionada ali? Vai, né? Eu deveria também deixar ela selecionada, né? Na real, eu acho ela mais prática do que o arco, né? Último lugar, vamos lá. Último lugar pra gente encerrar o vídeo.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this.
Olha que eu me toquei que aquele negocinho que a gente pega ali é o que a gente usa pra fazer o upgrade nas armas, né, cara? Esse eu tava achando que era aquilo ali que a gente lançava, não é?
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it.
Os dois caminhos aqui pra levar ao mesmo lugar.
They didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survived as well. Kid does what he has to do. And then... what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go.
Ah, é.
Please.
E agora?
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time. For Zolf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
Uma conquista.
We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. He was born in the Tazal terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
Vou fazer o seguinte, vou pegar esse arsenal aqui, ó, vou trocar por esse negócio aqui. O que essa bagaça aqui faz? Granada, portátil explosivo e detona o impacto, não sei o que. Mas eu quero esse.
The repeater and machete, favorite choices of the Ura hunters.
Não, porque na real eu vou parar, né? Não vou mais. Olha, temos uma barraca.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste. Can't be too careful these days.
Huh. Ah, esqueci de botar um negócio aí.
Yeah, remember, that's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here. The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Ah, daí eu posso comprar itens. No caso aqui eu posso comprar outra arma que ele diz que eu tenho que encontrar, né, cara? War Machine Skill.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Só pra não dizer que a gente não comprou. No
We
caso,
tracked
agora ele
down a
abriu
couple
uma área
of
nova.
cores near the edge of the city.
Abriu duas áreas novas, inclusive.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway.
Mas então é isso, galera. Eu vou parar por aqui, vou encerrar o vídeo. Era só pra gente conhecer um pouquinho do Bastion. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Abraço e fui!